Here's a quick tutorial on adding PDF images to annotate any view in the eBuilds viewer. First, let's open up the directory that contains the viewer and the annotation files. And here you'll see there are three items in this directory. The viewer itself, which we'll use to do the annotations. The eBuilds files directory, which contains files important to the viewer, but not to the end user. And the closeout files, which contains all of the PDFs that are going to be used to annotate this particular viewer. So let's open up the viewer here and begin the process. And you'll see that we're on the the first floor of this building. And let's go into this restroom here, and maybe we can even expand the PDF around that area so we can see that indeed we are in the women's restroom here. And let's look around the women's restroom. You see the toilets here on the plan, and you see over here, if we just click here, we tack up this image that shows the view in that direction. You can enlarge that image by going down to the lower right hand corner of the image and clicking to enlarge it and picking up and dragging it where you'd like it on the screen. So let's put it here, and now we want to do an annotation. To do that, we go into the through view mode, which we access through this through view button below the image. Now, in order to add annotation, we click the annotation button here, and that pops up a text window that gives some instructions on how to do this. It says to click 4 points that form a rectangle around the object of interest. In this case, we'll take this right-hand in-wall toilet, and that pops up a file viewer now in the closeout files directory. Now, if it weren't there already, you could navigate to that by using the browser here. But in the closeout file directory, let's take this PDF here and add that to the list, and then let's take this spec and add that to the list. So you can continue adding files to the PDF files to the list until you have all of the items that apply to that particular object. And when you're done, you hit the cancel button here, and now it says to add a descriptive label containing no spaces that will appear on the tagged window. So let's call this Kohler, and then we will exit the through view window, and now what should pop up when we mouse over that is a rectangle. However, you need to refresh the image for that to happen first, and an easy way to do that, if you have multiple views of the same from the same image, is you can go to the earlier and then later, which refreshes the image, and then mousing over that image will pop up that Kohler label that we gave it, and it says down here in the instructions, click on that Kohler label to view this file in the browser. And so when we click that, what pops up is this HTML file, which has a link to the Kohler spec and to the other spec that we attached there. So that's a quick tour of how to add annotation to the eBuilds viewer. That's it for now.